Can't stop me, I'm unbeatable, I'm unbeatable, I'm
I am
unbeatable.
unbeatable. Couple minutes, no score. Every time you wanna clash, the winner's kicking through the door. I am unbeatable. Chances running out of start, and we're running out the clock. I fail once, never stop. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah.
It's Northern Lights night on the British Basketball League YouTube channel as Newcastle travel even further north to Glasgow to face the Caledonia Gladiators. This will be their first meeting this season. Last term, the Eagles won 3 out of the 4 encounters, but Caledonia will be keen to keep their 100% home record intact as they welcome their northern neighbours. Wrapping up against their chill are Josh Bett and Graham Hiscock.
Thank you, Jeanette, and welcome, Basel fans, here to Scotland for tonight's big game in the British Basketball League between two teams who have yet to face each other. Our hosts, Caledonia Gladiators, will be taking on the Newcastle Eagles. Well, good evening, everybody, and again, welcome. I'm your commentator, Josh Bett, alongside Graham Hiscock. First ever meeting between the Gladiators and the Eagles. This is going to be an exciting one.
Yeah, big game for these two teams. The Gladiators unbeaten on their home floor. Newcastle Eagles taking care of Plymouth City Raiders last night.
Well, again, it's going to be a big one. We're going to take a look at the starting lineups for these two teams. We'll start with the Gladiators. Well, their first 5 will see DeBose in the backcourt, along with the likes of Whelan and, of course, Prince Almost. While the big men inside will be Paliza and Faro Ali Hodzic. There is your starting lineup for the Caledonia Gladiators. While the visitors, on the other hand, the Newcastle Eagles, coming off the back of a big victory against the Plymouth City Patriots. While Green will be potted inside along with Darius Defoe. In the backcourt, we'll see Jordan Johnson, one key play you're going to want to look out for with Ricky McGill and Whitfield. Well, Graham, we got to talk about some of the key players to look out for. And, for the Gladiators, we got to look at Faro Ali Hodzic.
Yeah, he's a big man playing some big minutes. MVP in the FIBA Europe Cup midweek. And he just keeps delivering for Coach Gareth Murray's team. 10.6 points a game, 6.7 rebounds. He's achieving this in 20 minutes of play as well. Very efficient.
Well, Newcastle Eagles player you want to look out for is Jordan Johnson. Last night, a game of games. Definitely the best game of the season.
Yeah, he was outstanding. 13 assists, 24 points, 31 minutes. Is he fully recovered and ready to go to do that again? He was also MVP when they played in Europe as well. Outstanding talent.
Well, Basel fans, we're going to get set for action momentarily, of course, but at the moment, we're going to take a break, and we will be back soon. Basel fans, we're going to get this party started. The first meeting between our referees tonight, Simon Unsworth, Tom Mudderman, and Neil McKelvey, will be our 3 officials for tonight's game. Again, first meeting between our 2 teams in the northernmost region of the United Kingdom. This is going to be an exciting showdown, Graham.
Yeah, 2 teams full of offensive threats. And Johnson last night was Jordan Johnson, just outstanding. What plans are Caledonia Gladiators going to have? Well, first off, they're rested. They didn't play last night, so they can took their foot off the gas. Same as Surrey Scorchers up against Bristol Flyers that we've just seen. Caledonia Gladiators have got to go hard early and really get a foothold in this game and cause it as much issue as they can for Newcastle Eagles early.
You know, interesting, we talk about some teams playing back-to-back nights, but this is something the players and teams are getting used to. I mean, of course, the squads are much bigger this year, but there are a lot of other professional basketball leagues in the world where you see teams play one game on a Saturday and another one on a Sunday, maybe even a Friday through. But it shouldn't be anything new here. Remember, Newcastle, a very talented, upgraded team from last season. Both teams playing in European continental basketball, one in the ENBL, that could be in the Newcastle Eagles. Well, for the case of the Caledonia Gladiators, big defeat for them against Anvil Watswawick only on Wednesday. Yeah,
they've got to bounce back from that. But this is lessons learned. They're playing up against some big European powerhouses in that competition. And Ali Hodzic had a huge game midweek. He's going to need to carry that on tonight.
Well, it will be the Eagles to get the first possession of the game. On the road here against a very fired-up crowd, looking for a big response from their Gladiators. He's going with a big lineup tonight with Green and, of course, Darius Defoe. Defoe finds a bit of an opening, goes up, gets rejected. Well, good defense early on here by the Gladiators. Well, can they convert this down the other end? Takes a pass down the middle. He's up the edge, just can't get it. Almost gets a rebound. He's got another chance. Goes in with a one-legged fadeaway, and again, nice little beginning there for the Gladiators.
Yeah, Ian DeBose, we haven't spoken about him yet. He is a big player for Caledonia Gladiators. Really tough move with the fadeaway close into the hoop.
We're trying to pull up from the free throw line. Gladiators defense making this very intense now for the Eagles. That's what Defoe wants to do. They've got a bit of a delayed foul there against Farrelly Hodzic. And Graham, I'd like to get your opinion on that one, because was it the case that Farrelly Hodzic did have the left arm here?
Yeah, I think the foul was early in that move, and his hands aren't up straight either. You can't reach over like that. He is questioning it, but I think he's got to get down in defensive position. Just get your hands up and move laterally the best you can. Ali Hodzic needs to take care of his foul count. He was fouled out midweek. Samuel Velchek, so he's got to does not want to get into early foul trouble.
Most veteran player in the British Basketball League with Darius Defoe, and interesting, the amount of years he's played in previous seasons, he played almost a role player position, but now he has to play more minutes because that's what's demanded of him this season for the Eagles. Gladiators trying to go down low. We're going to see a post matchup here. Ali Hodzic going up against Defoe. Another one. Love the response there from Defoe.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting really physical down there, and they want to get Ali Hodzic the ball early. He just couldn't get to the position he wanted. A couple of dribbles, but the help come from Taj Green, and then the slap down. So good call by the officials.
Well, going in, easy little layup there by Patrick Whelan. Beautiful execution by the Gladiators.
Top scorer for the Gladiators is Whelan. Super move by him, but then super quick Jordan Johnson down the other end, going downhill, Josh.
Second trip to the free throw line here for the Eagles, and we saw this against the London Lions, Graham. The Eagles will play a very high-tempo game of basketball. They will go end-to-end.
Yeah, and they're the one team that's taken London Lions all the way. Took them into overtime down at the Copper Box. What a Monday night game that was. And I think they've just got to stay close with Gladiators early, just get any fatigue or any issues from last night's game and the journey up, get that out of their system early, and then they can go head-to-head and give us a great game tonight.
Well, we learned one thing about Jordan Johnson last night, is that he's a very avid, keen and passionate player of the violin, but at the moment, they need him to play the string music of these free throws, makes them both.
I see what you did there.
Locked in at 4 apiece between these two teams. Those got it by Johnson. A bit of a size advantage. Kicks out here. The 3 is up from Omwis. No good.
The Gladiators coming out cold, trying to get some inside play, but kicking it back out.
Johnson pulls up for a quick 3. If he gets cooking early on, Graham, it could be a problem. He needs to play with the same confidence as last night.
Yeah, completely in the flow, just drifted to his left, pulled up from way downtown. Nothing but string music.
He's just trying to get into a half-court set. Ali Hodzic goes up, pump fakes, reverse layup, and again, it was good recovery defense by Green, but a better decision by Farrow.
Yeah, great patience, great up fake, got the defender to jump, and finished on the other side.
Darius Defoe unable to convert inside the paint. Rose now looking. Ali Hodzic goes up, Big Mac going to work, and you called it, Grant. He was the player to look out for in this game.
Yeah, moving, it's a bit like Byrne in the first game for Surrey Scorchers. Get him moving, get him the ball, let him make a quick decision.
Green takes quite a few three-pointers, always able to knock him down. He's trying to play quick here. Farrow again, the post turns around, goes up, and the big man simply dominating early on here for the Gladiators. They're going to call a foul, but that did look like all ball, Graham.
Yeah, good effort by Whelan, but when the big fella runs, you've got to feed him, and Ali Hodzic is really feeling it early, and just good play, just keep giving him the ball, and he can make some quick finishes. That was like a 2-man fast break with Newcastle. They just need to give the ball to Jordan Johnson, get out the way, because he's so quick.
Again, what you gotta love, when he came to the British basketball, the point I was trying to make here is that he struggled to play for Vince McCauley's London Lions that time because they didn't necessarily utilize him as well as they could have done. He went away for a season played, or 2 seasons, excuse me, but now he's returned back to the league, and you can just see he's a different player. Because where he's playing in this system under Gareth Murray, he's able to play within himself. Simple post player, very old-fashioned, and again, he's getting better and better game by game.
Yeah, and the quick decision-making. That first move when he tried to pound it, I want him just to catch and go. And if he can get the ball on the move, maybe out of pick and rolls, maybe a little bit of pick and pop. He has got some mid-range, but just get him to the basket, get him to the free-throw line as well if Newcastle Eagles are going to foul him.
He's trying to extend the lead, going back to Ali Hodzic. Pump fakes, goes up again. Simple textbook basketball by Farrow Ali Hodzic.
Create the space around the big fella, and he will deliver. Great move.
Nice penetration by Ricky McGill. These two teams go right back and forth at each other.
That's exactly what we want. McGill, again, another potent offensive weapon for Eagles, finishing with the left hand on the far side of the hoop.
Farrow demanding a post up here against Darius Defoe. It's a tough pass, good ball movement. Palaiza lights up from the perimeter again. Easy basketball coming from the home team.
Well, Ali Hodzic over to the far side, up to the top, and Palaiza is an international three-point threat.
This is better ball movement from the Eagles, and we're seeing beautiful basketball, but the end product just not quite there. Caledonia Gladiators counter-attack, leading by 4 points. We need to keep maintaining the pressure. Palaiza back to Ali Hodzic again. He just got a bit ahead of himself there.
Yes, maybe should have just come down and go to his stop move there.
Gill in the corner, 3 is up. It's 2 open looks. Newcastle unable to knock down. Trying to find Ali Hodzic, kicks out. 3 is up. Both teams getting good looks, but just not able to knock him down here at the moment. Way off the mark, gets his own rebound, finds Green, goes up and throws it down with a monster one-handed jam. And again, Newcastle Eagles coming up with second chances. That's a case here, that's a little bit of a heat check for Caledonia, Graham.
This is unbelievable basketball. I'm not sure the coaches are quite enjoying it because it's just harem, scarum. And Taj Green got caught in 2 minds there with that play, but he ended up with it and crushed it above the hoop.
Down a 2-point ball game. Rose penetrates, can't get it. He gets a rebound. He's looking to tie this game up, maybe take the lead. With a 3-pointer. He's the guy who can light it up as he goes to the tray. Just hits a back iron. And it comes up with the loose ball. And it goes in with the Euro step. Again, he misses. Wide open layup. Can Eagles counter attack here. Finds Johnson, and he missed a wide open layup. Graham, what is going on? Now we got a breakaway. Hudsich throws it down, and all of a sudden, it's all Caledonia Gladiators. Again, beautiful basketball. Basel fans, we're going to take a break as we will be back momentarily. Welcome back, Basel fans. Farrelly Hudsich. Graham, he is single-handedly taking this game over at the moment.
Yeah, right place, right time there to finish off that dunk, but so many good things happening. Getting the ball inside to him off pick and rolls. Perfect spacing for the Gladiators. Nice job, Farrell Ali Hudsich.
Everyone knows what a big Newcastle Eagles fan I can be, especially shout out to all the Eagles fans currently watching live here, but now Will Neighbor check into the game, goes in for the one-legged fadeaway. Can't get it. He's trying to build as big a lead as possible. That's a bump fakes, but draws a foul against Josh Ward-Hibbett.
Yeah, nice job by Peliza. Josh Ward-Hibbett had to step out to respect Peliza's three-point threat. He's already made one. Hands up, and then he just attacks Josh Ward-Hibbett's hip. Really, really smart play from Peliza.
Under 4 minutes here in the first quarter. It's a 4-point lead to the Gladiators. Kicks out, finds Almus. Almus goes in. Follow-up could have been there. He was getting something now with McGill. McGill going all the way. Again, tough layup. Coast to coast by Ricky McGill.
Again, McGill just such an important part of the puzzle for Newcastle Eagles.
He's trying to penetrate, goes in. Tough finish, but just can't get it. Will Neighbor fighting for the root. Now, I had an interesting conversation with Drew Lasker about Ricky McGill because, you know, compared to when he was playing for the former Plymouth Raiders, now he's playing a good game so far, but he has taken his time to settle into his team. But you have to remember, you got Jordan Johnson in the lineup. Also, you know, there's so many more players in the position. He's not going to get as many touches as he did when he was the go-to option for Plymouth. Yeah, they've really got some good guards, Eagles. Johnson, McGill, as you say. So they've just got to bide their time and just pick their moments to dominate games. Applies the left wide open, takes the three again, knocks it down. He checked there for the Eagles by the man from Czech Republic.
Yeah, I love watching him play, and he just knows, a little bit like Wojciech Ruben, he just knows where to spot up, and Caledonia Gladiators will find him. And, you know, it's a similar sort of player to how Gareth Murray played, so perfect fit for the Gladiators.
That's quite a comparison, comparing that man to one Wojciech Ruben, the leading scorer in the history of the Basketball Champions League, former London Lions player, currently playing in France for Cholet. But you're absolutely right. I mean, they played on the same team.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the emphasis when they played for Coach Ginsburg. Fire up from the perimeter.
Yeah, that's the correlation. They're both national team teammates, and I enjoy watching them both play.
Well, Jovicic checking into the game here for Caledonia. Good defense. They're trying to get something going, spinning, twisting, going all the way. And a beautiful finish by Patrick Whelan.
Yeah, another player I love to watch. Patrick Whelan, GB general for the Gladiators, and they've got to put Newcastle Eagles to the sword here because fatigue this next 2 minutes could be key.
Whelan pulls up for three, can't get it. Just saw a very quick shot down the other end by Ricky McGill. Eagles just need to settle into a good offense here. Baseline penetrates, yet another missed attempt, but a foul has been called, so 2 free throws coming up for Ward Hibbert.
Yeah, that 3-point shot from Whelan, just a touch quick after his good 2-point effort. So they've just got to pace the game right, Caledonia Gladiators. Don't get too run and gun as it did for that 2 or 3 minutes when it was pretty crazy, and control the game. Ward Hibbert, what a great pickup from London Lions. He is for Newcastle. He had a big game yesterday, made some big plays against the Plymouth City Patriots.
Free throw coming in here for Josh Ward Hibbert, making the journey from the London Lions. It's been a good season for him because, you know, where he was a utility role player coming off the bench for the Lions, now he's becoming a regular here for Mark Studel's team. The sky is the limit for the Eagles. They've got off to an okay start. Could be a little bit better here in the league for sure, but consistency is their key, Graham.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's just can do a lot of things. He's a great athlete. Obviously, we've talked a lot about his tennis skills and the power of his serve.
Wow, yeah, big man just coming into the game, making an impact already.
Yeah, great job by Buttrick. Comes straight in the game and just a little ghost screen, dive straight to the bucket for the big 2-hand jump.
Buttrick defending Will Neighbor, even thinking about the 3-pointer. Handoff here with McGill. Crossing over, tough mid-range shot, and that's just way off the mark.
Yeah, tough shot. We know these Newcastle Eagle guards can make those athletic shots, but that was maybe one step too far.
Well, Buttrick now spotting off the perimeter, 3 is up. Just can't get it. Just come up with a loose ball. Can he get something quick? Ward Hibbert, why not? He'll take a 3, but Graham at the moment it's just run and gun basketball between these two teams.
Yeah, that was a bit out of control.
Again, Whelan, same case, but no problem as Patrick Whelan lights it up. And if you want to go run and gun, you got to, Mr. Whelan.
Yeah, if that's the way Newcastle Eagles want to play this, there could be a problem as Neighbour is down, because Caledonia Gladiators have got a lot of weapons under the hoop, as we've seen with Ali Hodges and Patrick, but they can light it up from behind the arc as well.
Well, hopefully that's not too much of a worry for the Eagles, but it was right there you can see, looks like it was a problem with the knee, not so much the ankles. So hopefully he will be okay. Looks like he's just going to need maybe a little bit of ice or something, but they need him in the game. Again, we got to go to Farrelly Hodzic. He has been terrific in this game. Just simple post play within the paint from the big fella.
Yeah, good timing. Look, you saw Dubose just nod to him there, just drifting behind the defense that we're all watching the passer, so he can just finish with that little round arm, right hand, left hand, gets knocked to the floor, get up, Farrow, get back on D. Dubose, again, he's a perfect for Dubose because he's got good size, he can see over any defensive set. Really enjoying Farrelly Hodzic. Obviously, he was our focus player, but for him to deliver like this on the back of what he did midweek in the FIBA Europe Cup's outstanding effort.
We also like what Farrow's doing because, he's not necessarily going to be the kind of guy that elevates and, really competes with against the more athletic bigs, but you love the little pump fakes, getting players like Green off the floor, initiating contact, but maybe the first time he's got double-digit points without getting a rebound.
Yeah, and they're just going to. They've decided, look, you are clearly in the flow. And he had a big game against Sheffield as well, which they won. Some good numbers there. So they're saying, well, we're just going to keep feeding you. But it's his smartness, getting in behind the D, timing his cuts off the screen. And when he gets that post up, just make quick decisions. He hasn't had to kick it out yet because he's had so much space underneath to finish himself.
Well, a bit of full court pressure coming from the Gladiators. Sitting back into a 2-3 zone. Kyle Johnson checking into the game for the home team. So playing in the backcourt along with Mihailo Jovicic. Here on the shot clock for the Eagles. Ward Hibbert penetrates, finds Johnson. 3 is up, in and out, can't get it. Lions looking to push this one. Final shot here in the first quarter. Vucic kicks out. Oh no. One more pass to go to the corner. Johnson gets rejected, but gets the loose ball. Still a bit of time left. Vucic goes in, little floater. Newcastle made the block, but just couldn't come up with it. And now it is going to be a double-digit lead into the Caledonia Gladiators as they lead this one 29-18 here against the Newcastle Eagles. Basel fans, we're going to take a short break as we will be back momentarily. Newcastle Eagles and Great Britain coach Mark Studo and Graham at the moment. He's got a lot to think about with his team. I mean, what do they have to do to turn this one around?
Yeah, they just need some solid looks, get some stops, deal with the issue that is Ali Hodzic. And of course, Butterick came in and caused them the same problem. But they can't keep this pace up, I don't think, on the road in the Gladiators with having played last night. That will be a really tough ask to do that right through the next three quarters and beyond if we go to OT. So I guess he's just saying, let's be calm. Let's really just take care of the ball, and every shot we get up, it's absolute gold. We've got to really be focused, and defense and rebound, and obviously they've got to just limit Caledonia Gladiators to one shot.
Basel fans, we do apologize. We're just facing a few technical issues currently at the moment. We will keep you updated as this game goes on. But, you know, going back to how this game has gone so far, you know, you mentioned it. Ali Hodzic has just done his job. This is what I said before. The difference when he played at London Lions, he was, you know, being forced to play in a role that he was, you know, out of his system. Now he plays within himself. He's so much more of an effective player, and he makes Caledonia a better team.
Yeah, and it's their system, as you say, the system. He's got lots of space around him tonight. The way they take, the way they move the ball quickly, they get it into him quickly when he's only got one-on-one coverage. And I just love the way they're operating on the screens, or the go screens, or the slip screens. It's just perfect timing. Well,
more games coming tomorrow. Doubleheader. The Manchester Giants will be hosting the London Lions. Remember, those two teams played a very close game early in the season at the Copper Box. While Surrey Scorchers, with a big emphatic victory against the Bristol Flyers, they'll be traveling up to Ellesmere Port to take on Cheshire Phoenix. Oh, Graham, interesting. Caledonia wins this game, they're going to move up to second place.
Yeah, they've played less games than a lot of the other teams around them, and if they keep their unbeaten record here up in Glasgow, as we see Gareth Murray, head coach, he must be pretty pleased with the way things are moving forward in this game. You know, they're going to be deservedly in second place. They're playing in Europe in a very tough group in the FIBA Europe Cup. We've spoken about that many times, and London Lions are having success as well. But they're learning on on the go, and they've got some really, really top players who are performing at a very high level. And Ian Dubose just pulling the strings as well for this team. Don't forget him, he's an absolute key factor for the Caledonia Gladiators.
Newcastle going into a 2-3 zone defense. Let's just see how Gladiators trying to break this down. We'll go with ball screens of Clifton Moore. Just with the ball in his hands. It's a tough pass, and they have to go with a very forced shot, a very poor offense. And I don't think Caledonia were expected to see the zone, and they almost try to break it down as if they were breaking down a man-to-man defense.
Yeah, that was an off-balance three as well. Did not look pretty. They need to have another look at that next time they're down on offense.
Interesting, that zone defense we saw from the Eagles, 2 at the front, 3 at the back, and no presence of a high post player. Trying to find Del Pesh, just fumbles in. Gladiators come up with it. Can he get something quick here in transition? So the penetration kicks out. Oh, doesn't take many three-pointers. Johnson comes up with a loose ball, goes off the backboard, just can't get it. Finds Del Pesh under the basket. He's been struggling so far. Hibbett, he almost loses it. Newcastle just can't get into a rhythm at the moment. He has a mismatch. Swinging around, going in for a tough jump hook. Nothing dropping here for the Eagles, Graham.
Yeah, good defense for the Gladiators. That's where they want Taj Green taking his shots.
A nice kick out, finds Buttrick in the corner, 3 is up. That's a better offense there. They got a penetration baseline. Kick out so wide open shoot, but still not much dropping on the perimeter side.
No, and it was just after one pass. I'd like maybe an extra pass, change the angle.
Nice penetration there by Jordan Johnson, bullying his way straight to the bucket.
Yes, his shots haven't quite been falling like they were last night, so he does the right thing, gets all the way to the hoop with that layup.
It was a phenomenal victory last night for the Eagles. Better performance for Jordan Johnson. Now they have to come on the road the next day. Kovacic, he tried to throw, I'm not sure if he shot that one. That was a lob to Clifton Moore. But now, Eagles Johnson counterattack. An opportunity there, but they have to slow it down. Man-to-man defense by the Gladiators. It's got to finish this one much better, and they go on a 4-0 run.
Yeah, they finally get those bounce passes into hand. And Taj Green gets it to go off the glass, and Newcastle Eagles really hanging tough here, Josh.
It's been a scramble for them on offense, but as you mentioned, getting inside the paint, getting some 2 good looks there. Well, Basel fans, we're going to show you something that the British Basketball is going to offer to you coming in January 2024.
The British Basketball League trophy is back. The stakes are higher. The action is bigger. Here's how it all goes down. All 10 league teams are split into 2 groups of 5. The trophy games are played across 3 weekends in January, where each team plays 4 games within their group, 2 at home and 2 away. The top 2 teams from each group will go into the semi-finals. It all comes down to an epic Final 4 weekend at the Utilita Arena in Birmingham on the 27th and 28th of January 2024, with back-to-back semi-finals played on the Saturday, followed by a double-header with the men's and women's finals played on the Sunday. It's time to find the 2024 trophy champions.
Welcome back, Basel fans. Gareth Murray just calling a quick timeout, noticing the Newcastle Eagles going on a run, but positive signs from his team, Graham. Defensively, they're sitting back in that 2-3 zone, but interesting, Caledonia not trying to break it down systemically with a high-low situation.
I think it was they were taken out of their routine there completely, and ended up with a couple of bad shots. So the second one was a penetrate kick, but they weren't the usual high-level shot selection they have. So they're going to have to be ready, and they've gone back to zone again, Newcastle.
Well, more comes of it. It's a bit of a scramble, but go back to that offense right there. How much space there was at the high post. That's what I'm saying. Not going with that high-low situation. They got 2 big players, and they can play that, but they want to go set offenses.
Yeah, they were really fortunate not to get the ball stolen. They dribbled into the zone defense, luckily it fell to Moore and he was able to finish.
Gill left wide open, fires the three, just can't get it. Buttrick with a rebound. Lads leading by 9 points. Buttrick just showing a bit of handles here at the moment, being defended by Green. Buttrick down the middle, goes up, bit of contact again. As great as a player Taj Green is, that's the kind of defense that's going to frustrate Mark Steele, because we've watched Taj Green play. He's a phenomenal post defender. He can play in a situation which is a 1 through 5 switcher, but he can't play that kind of defense against Buttrick because they need him in the game.
Yeah, he just vacated on the closeout there, which put caused some real issues for Malcolm Delpesh, and he's ended up committing the foul. If Green's going to close out, he's got to then be ready to retreat and cover the dribble as well, the dribble attack, which Buttrick did really well.
I mean, Taj Green is an X-factor player. You can count on him to score in so many ways, and that's why Newcastle brought him in. And then just saying it's not a bad foul because Buttrick missed the free throw. Well, it's been an interesting transition from when he went from playing to player coaching now to officially just being a coach. But I remember speaking with him back in 2021. He said, how much he enjoyed the coaching round. Said, I love being a coach, but I also love playing him. And one day I'm going to have to make that transition. Johnson finding Green. Nutmegs his own teammate, but they still keep this one alive. Want him to go on baseline, nowhere to go. Finds Green in the corner, three is up. Can't get it, but a big rebound by Delpesh. Johnson fires up from no man's land again. Tough one there, but the Eagles, it's going to be a turnover. I believe the Gladiators will get it back.
Yeah, that's out of character, that shot from Jordan Johnson. That was just way outside the three-point line. If the shot clock's running down, then fine, but it would just about skim the front of the rim.
6 minutes to go here in the first half. Lads want to make this a double-digit lead. Plays it down the middle. There's Johnson in the corner. The three is up. Three is good. KJ cooking it up here at the moment.
Yeah, Carl Johnson, that's beautiful kick out by Palisa, and catch and shoot from Johnson.
Oh my goodness! Almost took a body with him, but unable to connect with it. That's what you expect from Delpesh. This man does not fly, but the penetration there. Delpesh gets the offensive board. This deflection goes out of bounds. That'll be a baseline ball back to the Newcastle Eagles. Well, he's incredible, Graham.
Wow, that was big time. Just so unfortunate for the Eagles, and Delpesh, he couldn't make it, but great energy around the hoop.
That's what we're talking about with Taj Green. Getting into those areas, that's how effective he can be.
Yeah, and the complete breakdown of defense there by Gladiators. Really clever out of bounds play. Green with the uncontested close range shot.
Goes penetrating, finding Johnson. Trying to get in and around the gaps. Can't finish this one. Eagles have a chance to push this one. Finds Green, look out below. Throws it down with a one-handed jab. That's Taj Green. He is him.
Yeah, Superman is in the building, but what a pass from Jordan Johnson. Just waited for the right moment, delivered it right on cue, and of course Green with a big slam.
That's the tempo they need to play here. Get a loose ball. Need to make sure Buttrick isn't left wide open. Won't give up too many offensive boards. Now they're going to push this one. They got the personnel to play the high tempo. Johnson finds Green. He gave up the three-pointer. Goes back to JJ. Three is up, and again, it's just no good. Looking more lethal when they get the ball inside the paint here at the moment. Johnson nowhere to go. Fiver on the shot clock. Gill goes in, tough move, can't get it. Again, Green could have had the follow-up there. Neither team able to put the ball in the basket or even keep control of it for that matter. Basel fans, 4:02 to go here. We're going to take a short break as we'll be back momentarily. Newcastle Eagles at the moment just need to be a little bit more mean, and maybe, Graham, a little bit more green as Taj going coast to coast here, running in transition. He needs to step up his game tonight.
Yeah, that was right on target, that pass from Johnson, but he's also had the score from inbounds as well. Scored their last 3 buckets. It's just been one-way traffic the last minute or two. Caledonia Gladiators need to get a foothold back in this game on their home floor.
Trying to cut this down to a 6-point, maybe 5-point deficit, but the Eagles right now haven't shot particularly well from the 3-point line. Building high percentage looks, that needs to be where they try to improve this one. McGill getting a handoff. Takes a tough mid-range shot, but that's what he does well, Graham. Under pressure off the dribble.
Yeah, goes left, just pulls up in rhythm, gets the defense off him, elevates, knocks it down.
You can see right now both teams, 10 for the Eagles, 15 here for the Caledonia Gladiators, but Ali Hodzic been out of the game for quite a while. That's interesting because 10 points, you don't want to sit down a superstar too long who's been on a roll.
Yeah, and that time he shot the ball sort of mid-range, a bit further out than he had done previously. Just about reached the front of the rim.
Johnson looking to hesitate. Time winding down here. Just goes up and misses another layup, but Darius Defoe with a foul, still can't get it. Newcastle showing a bit of mental and physical fatigue here. Wheeler goes up. I think to go for the block, but look how quickly the Eagles get the ball inbound.
Yeah, sensational play from Whelan. Was able to slow down in midair. Defense ran past. Super touch and concentration to get that shot to go.
Defoe looking for a post up. It's interesting there because you see Taj Green just making a quick show into the paint, but by doing so, you bring your defender with you. You don't give Darius Defoe any room to kind of, isolate them. That's the kind of mismatch you want him to have.
Yeah, agreed. And just keeping an eye there on Ali Hodzic as well. He's just temperatures starting to rise a little bit. Him and Delpesh going for it. Defoe, excuse me, and just don't want to be getting any frustration fouls now. Ali Hodzic had such a super start in that first quarter, and the first part of this second quarter does not want to drop off now with his performance levels.
Well, DeBose, Almost, Patrick Whelan, Palaiser, and Ali Hodzic on the floor for the Caledonia Gladiators. While we did see Will Neighbor coming back into the game after picking up a collision with his knee. They also have Johnson, McGill in the backcourt along with Whitfield. Followed the 5. Nice backdoor play, finding Whitfield, and all of a sudden now it's back to a 6-point deficit.
Yeah, that was super play. Moving without the basketball, utilising the screen, and that pass was perfect.
Gladiators have led by as many as 11 points. As a finding Ali Hodzic, but a foul's going to be called inside the paint. I wonder if this one's going to be called against Darius Defoe. Again, Graham, the dime here, but the backdoor play coming from Whitfield.
Yeah, really nice misdirection, and they just knew Whitfield was going to be open under the hoop, so that was a super play by Newcastle Eagles.
He's trying to just rebuild the lead for themselves. Coming off one screen, turns it over, and he finds McGill, goes up, an easy transition buckets, and Ken, you've got to love the way Newcastle make the conversion from turnovers to fast break points.
Yeah, sloppy play by the Gladiators, turns it over, and as quick as you like, Newcastle Eagles have scored down the other end. Great layup in transition from McGill.
Newcastle's defense tightening it up here, trying to make it tough. Well, again, you can see there, taking candy from a baby by Darius Defoe. 2-possession ball game. Candy cut it down to 1. Johnson fakes a screen, finds Neighbor, pick and pop. 3 is up. 3 is good. All of a sudden, Eagles right back in this one, Graham.
Yeah, the Eagles have landed for sure in Glasgow tonight. A fantastic 3, good spacing. Neighbor, nothing but net.
Ali Hodzic just spins into a triple team. Foul has been committed. 1:14 to go here in the second. I'll tell you, one team doesn't look fatigued, and for sure that is not Newcastle Eagles.
But Ali Hodzic just lost his way a little bit, missed that shot from the short corner, and then he's getting surrounded now when he gets the ball. So they've made adjustments, Newcastle Eagles. Ali Hodzic not getting things his own way in and around the hoop.
Also, it looks like he's trying to predetermine what he wants to do.
Yeah.
You have to read the defense. Neighbor made his last three. Recovered by almost. Finds Whitfield, goes in, finishing, giving Newcastle Eagles a 1-point lead with under a minute to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, moving without the ball again, Whitfield. Perfect bounce pass. The Newcastle Eagles have got to be commended. Fantastic comeback.
Use the screen. Foul's going to be called against Will Neighbor, I believe. Something going to be a third team foul against Eagles.
Yeah, just the screen there.
Oh no, it's on Johnson, sorry.
Yeah, he's trying to fight over the top of Prince Onwas. And yeah, good call by the officials.
It's interesting. It's the first time these two teams have met. It's Johnson's first game this season against his former club. Remember, he played against throwdown time. Ali Hodzic left wide open. Might have been camping out there in the paint, though, Graham. But going back to what I said, Johnson used to play for Caledonia when they were known as the Rocks.
Glasgow Rocks, that's right, 21-22 season. And coming back is what sort of say is he going to have for this game?
10.2 seconds left. It's going to be a substitution coming in. Palaiza will go to the bench, take a breather here for the Gladiators. Coming back in, Fraser Malcolm, number 7. Well, he got some good looks earlier, but you know, the thing right now, we're going to have a short little timeout here. Newcastle will try to drop one last play here as they have possession against the Gladiators. Interestingly, in this game, Ali Hodzic did get things going on very early on. But, you know, if we look at two players to look out for, Patrick Whelan and Ricky McGill, both players, Whelan went out with 9 points, McGill with 10. I mean, that is quite an interesting head-to-head to go up against.
Yeah, I mean, Whelan, as always, high percentage from the field, 66%, and 4 to 3 rebounds from 14 and 17 minutes. So they're playing heavy minutes, as always. You know, two superb players, McGill, Johnson, they've got so many different weapons. Newcastle Eagles and Whelan, one of the key players, one of the key guards or small forwards for Caledonia Gladiators.
Of course, Patrick Whelan, as we mentioned, getting the 1 3-pointer. You know, sometimes he has to play a facilitator role for the Gladiators because, you know, they don't necessarily have that natural point guard in the team, but you know, if they can try to find a way to get him those looks, you know, that's his bread and butter. That's his go-to. He is a natural three-point shooter. I remember speaking with the coaching staff at Niagara Falls and, you know, having his first few practices in Canada. They couldn't believe how great of a three-point shooter he was.
And we've already seen that three in transition was absolutely phenomenal. And he makes big plays, whether he's scoring or he's sharing the ball.
Eagles now trying to get the final shot here, trailer by 1. Foul has been committed. It's a final foul for the Gladiators to give away before sending Newcastle to the free throw line. So we'll be sideline ball. Will Neighbor will inbound this. 4.3 seconds left here in the second quarter. Eagles have quite a few scoring options, but this is probably going to go in the hands of either Ricky McGill or Jordan Johnson. We get it inbound now. Johnson penetrates, goes up, avoids the block, can't get it. Basel fans going into the halftime break. It will be the home team, Caledonia Gladiators, who have a 1-point lead against the Newcastle Eagles. And Graham, so far it's been great tempo between these two teams.
Yeah, Caledonia Gladiators dominated early, especially behind Farah Alazodzic, and then gradually Newcastle Eagles came back with some great play from Taj Green and co.
Well, Basel fans, we're going to take a short break as we will be back momentarily. Welcome back, Basel fans. Second half about to get underway here between the Caledonia Gladiators and the Newcastle Eagles. Currently only 1 point separates these two teams. Well, I'm your commentator, Josh Bett, alongside Graham Hiscock. And Graham, we got to review the stats because some interesting points that separates these two teams.
Yeah, Caledonia Gladiators, as they really had to step on Newcastle Eagles early. Eagles having played last night. Both teams struggling from three, though. 4 of 12 against 2 of 13. 24 rebounds to 25. And the free throws, no free throws made by the Gladiators. 7 of 8 from the Eagles. So something that Gladiators need to look at second half. Get to the basket, get to the free throw line.
Kind of get the impression that the team that comes out in the second half getting higher percentage looks from the perimeter could be the team that runs away with the victory, Graham.
Yeah, I think the three-point shooting, they need to get good looks. Spoke about Whelan knocking down. Palisa's hit a couple, but they just can't seem to get a good enough looks to really pull away and dominate this game. But great job by Newcastle Eagles getting back and taking the lead momentarily before Caledonia grabbed it back.
Well, Basel fans, we're going to take you back to the highest and best action from the first half. We'll give you the story of the half. And I think the only way we could sum up in the beginning was the dominance of Farrell Hodges, Graham.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we see Dubose, that's a really tough move. He hasn't really had to put his foot on the accelerator yet, but we know he can take over a game offensively as well. And there's Jordan Johnson pulling up for just one of the 2 3-pointers for Newcastle Eagles. And there you go. Completely cleared out the defense on Ali Hodges' side. Great recognition to get him the ball. Then Dubose says to Ali Hodges, roll. He does, gets the ball, and he scores off the glass. Everything was coming easy to Ali Hodges and Gladiators, running the floor, thinks he's fouled, gets up, gets back on D. Everything really flowing. Another ghost screen, slips to the bucket. Too quick, too strong.
Well, again, you like what he offered for the Gladiators in the beginning, but, you know, Gladiators had a lot of players step up big time, and he felt it was going to be a good perimeter for Palisa, but it just hasn't been that way for them in the second quarter. But, you know, credit to this Eagles team. Relentless nature going after those second chances, and, you know, they got to get Green the ball. They got to get him in the game more.
Yeah, and get him in the flow, moving, whether he's going to dunk it or just jump over the defense. Not so much a post move. Obviously, Jordan Johnson, give him the ball. You can clear out the way as well. He can score in so many different ways. But again, that ball sort of scrapes around the floor, but Tarshareen first to get it and put it up. So it's absolutely evenly balanced, Josh.
Well, there was another almost fumble. That was the interesting. Eagles played the 2-3 zone, and Gladiators, no point trying to attack it with a high post play.
No, you want to get your spacing, just throw it in high. You've also can have another big along the baseline as well. We've already saw that in the first game with the bounce pass and the nice play there from Taj Green. Just let him run the floor and do his athletic, high-flying act. And then that's probably as tough as you're going to see, to be able to slow down, fade away, and get the concentration to go. Great job by Whelan.
Well, Basel fans, we're going to take a short little break. We will be back momentarily, but we're going to leave you with some of the highlights of Newcastle's win yesterday against the Plymouth City Patriots. And if you're a Scorchers fan, no longer do you need to be sorry. Now it's time to be sorry. Big game today for the Scorchers. We'll leave you with those highlights as well.
Darius Defoe just off the mark, and Taj Green there for the exclamation point putback. Dusha with a nice feed in the inside, and that's another sweet jam. The Eagles looking to run. Oh, takes the baseline away and gives it over. What a play. Ricky McGill. Moving the ball a lot better, finding a man on the baseline, and that leads to a nice inside pass and an and-one opportunity. Oh, that was filthy. That was a filthy pass from Jordan Johnson, the no-look bounce. Up and under, takes on 2. Nice block there from Levi. Again, another block, back-to-back blocks, and here come the Patriots off and running. Green with the Euro step, and he gets a little taste of his own medicine. Johnson, Green with the hot hand. Deep range 3, why not? Why not? Taylor Johnson, and that's just a giveaway. Too quick of hands. Oh, and beautiful defense there leads to a Taj Green dunk. Dusha with the lead.
lovely.
Beautifully done by Spencer Levi to trail. A big 6'8" forward. Oh, and we've got ourselves an old-fashioned 4-point play. And the shot clock as it's down to 5. Look at this. See parts like Moses, and he gets the and one. Jordan Johnson is a one-man wrecking crew in Newcastle. Turnover. Should be an easy bucket here, and it's not. And that's been the kind of night for Taylor Johnson. Look at this, Jordan Johnson, come on. Oh my word, if that doesn't seal player of the game. Come on.
Yeah.
Behind the back, dish to the big man, and the flush. Good finish for Coach Stoodle and his squad as they finish on top, 98-82.
Lines Royal Graham Belt. He's going to throw it down, and we're all locked in at 6 apiece. Well, Thomas Edwards trying to isolate, using that brute strength against Padilla Wang, but look how quickly the transition finds Hunt. Big man running the floor. That's a bit of showtime. Robinson go back to Hunt. Well, why not? He's left wide open. He's made 1 3, makes another one. Splits a defense, slicing and dicing. That is beautiful. Mike now dishes off, finds Hunt. Hunt goes up. Big man, he's playing for an MVP tonight. Time slowly winding down for the Scorchers. Backdoor play finds Hunt, throws it down. Well, he is on fire at the moment. Lawrence coming off one screen, finds still puts up the 3. It's up. Number 7, it's Raiders 3-pointers.
There's a steal there. Here they go.
Got numbers here. Jacob's going to go up. Count it, gets the and 1, and that's one good way to start the second half. Well, there you go. Bristol slowly but surely getting themselves back in this one. Jacob goes all the way, and all of a sudden now it's a 10-point ball game. Finds Andrew Lawrence. Still in the corner, 3 is up, and a good response there from Surrey. Thomas Edwards gets caught in a double team. Nowhere to go here. Finds Leslie Smith, throws it down. Are you kidding me? Leslie, that was with a bit of authority. Smith made his last one, goes for another one. Big time 3-pointer, making it now a 7-point deficit. The problem we've had for the Scorchers, Hunt goes up. He's trying to dunk him, went in with a layup. Lawrence now pulls up. 3 is it. Oh, baby! Good night, Surrey. Andrew Lawrence. It's all over here in the Surrey Sports Park. Surrey Scorchers get their 2nd victory in a row against the Bristol Flyers. What a game it was. Welcome back, Basel fans. Second half about to get underway here between the Caledonia Gladiators and the Newcastle Eagles here in the British Basel League. And, you know, Graham, so far, exciting stuff between these two teams.
Yeah, exactly how we wanted it to play out. As neutrals and as commentators, Newcastle Eagles struggling at first. Caledonia Gladiators too much for them, with Farah Alihodzic really dominating, and then slowly but surely they've got themselves back in the game.
We're going to show you some of the key results and fixtures from this weekend here in the British Basel League. And it started Friday night when we had 3 games. Sheffield Sharks winning against the Leicester Riders. Manchester Giants, an emphatic comeback from behind victory to defeat Bristol Flyers on our home floor. Last night, Newcastle Eagles winning with these against Plymouth City Patriots. Well, earlier today, Surrey Scorchers winning their first time back-to-back victories since October 2021. A big shout out to Dan Routledge. Currently now, Gladiators leading by 1 point. Tomorrow, exciting doubleheader. Giants will be hosting Lions. Well, the game will finish up the weekend as the Cheshire Phoenix will host Surrey Scorchers. Can they make it 3 victories in a row? Next week, the big game on Sky will be a traditional rivalry as London Lions will be hosting Newcastle Eagles. We'll start at 7:30 for a 7:45 p.m. tip-off on Thursday night live on Sky Sports. Defending champions taking on the most successful team in the history of the British Basel League, the Newcastle Eagles. Oh man, he started the game off on fire, Farah Alihodzic, but you know, sometimes he's got to try and read the defense a little bit better because he does predetermine what he wants to do on the floor.
Yeah, and early on when he was getting the ball in motion and off those screen and rolls, everything was straightforward and simple. Then the defense adjusted. He's just got to adjust his offense with it. It's going to be really interesting second half.
Eagles looking to retake the lead. Goes for a pick and pop and left way too wide open again. Where was the defense, Graham?
Well, Palaitsa overhelped on the ball, couldn't get back out to the shooter, and nothing but net for Whitfield.
He's leading by 2 points. He's left wide open. He'll fire the 3 up. The 3 is up. And again, back-to-back stuff from these two teams.
Yeah, here we go again, raining threes. They struggled a little bit in the first half, just 6 made total from the two teams, but now 2 back-to-back threes again. Good spacing and a wide open 3 from the wing for Prince Onwas.
Gareth Murray and, of course, Mark Student will probably be very disappointed how their teams have just defended those 2 pick-and-pop scenarios. So defense needs to be a little bit better from both the Eagles and the Gladiators. Johnson looking to penetrate now. Bit of contact goes up. No problem for Jordan Johnson.
Yeah, using his size really well. What I mean is his diminutive stature to get under the defense, under the elbows of the defense, and finish right at the hoop.
Trying to find a bit of time and space. 9 points so far here for Patrick Whelan. Hesitation goes in. Smooth move by Patrick. St. Patrick.
Yeah, he is so cool and calm. That's an explosive move, really tough, and avoids committing the charge as well. Great move, Patrick Whelan.
Now Johnson goes in for another penetration. Time winding down here on the shot clock for the Eagles. To force something up soon, it's going to be a 24-second violation. They get it off in time, it's up, just can't get it.
Yeah, just a bit too much Jordan Johnson on that play. He just couldn't get rid of the ball to maybe get it back later in the offense. Good job by the Gladiators, though, restricting the options.
Green takes the gamble. They find Alihodzic. Under the basket, gave it up in the end. Now time winding down here for the Gladiators. Goes down the middle. Alihodzic goes in a little teardrop. Just can't get it to roll.
He's just got to be committed, be fully confident with the shots, because Caledonia Gladiators need him to be at the top of his game offensively.
Put down the middle, bit of contact. Great defense by Farah Alihodzic.
And that's how he has to respond. He misses a shot that he feels he really should make. Get straight back down the other end. Forget about it, play good D.
Still a 1 point lead to Caledonia. By as many as 11 points in this one. The team that's not playing the back-to-back night here. Credit to the Eagles. Whelan penetrates. Finds DeBose, wide open, 3 is up, and again it's good. 2 triples so far here in the third quarter for the Gladiators.
That's elite offense by Patrick Whelan, draws all the defense.
Oh, look out, it's gonna be a foul surely, but again, Green. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but still finishes. He might get a technical here. Oh, I think he's going to get a warning. Maybe a bit of a telling off from the referee. Step into the principal's office, please.
Yeah. Yeah, again, Taj Green's so emotional. We know he's had some issues in previous games because he wears his heart on his sleeve and doesn't want to let it boil over. Newcastle Eagles desperately need him for tonight's game.
I think he has a point
And
on
every
that
game.
one.
Oh, absolutely.
I think he was definitely fouled.
Just the way you ask. It's tough.
Penetrates, draws a foul against Green, so St. Patrick will be going to the free throw line here for 2 shots.
Yeah, we're going back to the last play when he drew the defense, kicked it for Dubose for the 3. This time he turns the corner on the other side of the key and just goes downhill, head down, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. So he's really becoming this all-court player now, Whelan, and I look forward to him really flourishing with the GB team as well.
Well, the first window for the FIBA Eurobasket qualifiers will kick off in February. We're going to see Patrick Whitman. He featured for Great Britain during the FIBA World Cup qualifiers, and now he plays for his national team coach at the club level. Well, excuse me, no, he's playing against him, my apologies, but probably one thing Stu was not going to like tonight, knowing that he wants to see Patrick playing well, but not against his team.
Yeah, you got it. What a super job Studel's done. I think every time we cover Newcastle, we touch on this, that Studel, a GB coach, has come through the lower leagues, and now in the British Basketball League and leading his country with such distinction as well.
And he is patiently moving the ball around, trying to get a ball reversal. Has the mismatch on defense, in and around the defense. And I was going to say it was too easy, but he couldn't even finish it. Gill hesitating. Should be a kickball violation, but I called this one. We'll still have it. 6 over the shot clock. Johnson's got to get something going. Pulls up for a tough one. I thought there was a bit of contact there, Graham, but oh, well, things getting a little bit spicy. The referees need to intervene. Now, I think what's happened here, great job by Touch Green of all people. Green's having a bit of fun just trying to keep Johnson. What's up with Jordan Johnson? Calm down. Are you kidding me?
There's a bit of humour to that, but I think if Green hadn't have got held Johnson back, all hell would have broken loose there because Johnson had just lost it. It seemed red, and McGill's saying to him, look, please, you've got to stay in the game. Do not lose the plot. But I think there's going to be some maybe technicals or at least some sort of fouls handed out here, Josh. But well done, Taj Green, on this occasion from maybe saving his teammate.
Taj Green, the peacemaker.
You got it.
Taj Green,
yeah.
I love this. The diplomat, I love it.
Hashtag.
But I think what happened here, this is my assumption. Johnson pulls up for the 3-pointer, and he reacted. He felt there should have been an and one. I'm assuming right here, almost said something to him, didn't like it, and there's a squaring up as we saw there.
Yeah, Almost has got to be careful. I know there's a height difference, but he does move his head forward. So are the referees are going to be able to look at that on the screen, or have they seen it live between the 3 of them? Because if you make contact with someone else's head, that could be automatic
Disqualification,
yeah, sure. But it's getting chippy. I mean, 47 apiece, massive game. You said earlier in commentary, if Caledonia win this, they go second, which is massive. Got to try and keep London Lions in your sights the way they're playing, and Newcastle Eagles on a real roll. He could be.
I think Almost is gone.
He could be. If they are going to look at his head movement as an head, there you go.
He should be gone, yeah.
He's gone. And that's why Johnson was so mad. And that is complete madness from Prince Onwas. Whatever's happened before that, I'm sure Prince Onwas will see the footage and he will be feeling very disappointed with his actions. Especially if Gladiators go on to lose this.
Again, I think this all comes down to the fact when Johnson took that 3-pointer, double clutch, hung in the air, felt there was contact, reacted to the referees to say, why haven't I got the and one?
Yeah.
Something was probably said back and forth. I'm only assuming here, but as it's culminated with the headbutt. You just cannot do that.
No. But the way that Johnson has overreacted, I feel, and Taj Green has saved him, I'm not sure if anything has happened there to Johnson, because has he received a technical foul because of his reactions? Yeah, Jordan Johnson's got a technical foul as well. So he's won, and he's now going to take his free throw. And Caledonia Gladiators are not impressed. Their fan base are not impressed with Johnson.
The game he played last night for the Eagles at home against the Plymouth City Patriots just goes to show what an elite player he was, what he is, excuse me. And Mark Studel wanted to bring him into the Eagles. And again, you just got to ask the question of Prince Almus. Well, here's the... Right there, wow, exactly. That was what we didn't see. Almus unnecessarily dragged, again. Now, seeing that, of course, you can understand the reaction from Jordan Johnson, exactly why. And then to be headbutted, Prince Almus is a great player, but...
Yeah, that's really unfortunate for him.
That's 5 minutes for him he's not going to want to remember. Johnson pulls up, 3 is up, and it's good. It just gives a home crowd something more to boo about.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing with that tug by Almus is the play was over. The three-pointer had gone in. Gladiators were going to inbound it and go back the other way, so just crazy minute or so for Prince Almus.
That moment doesn't define him as a player, but again, it's going to be something that Prince Almus is going to have to reflect on and try to learn going forward. It's Buttrick just keeping the ball alive here for the Gladiators. Hudzic trying to post up. Hudzic goes up and just takes Darius Defoe back to school and gives him a little reminder, don't flop.
Yeah, and that could have been a technical foul for Newcastle there.
Again, a big statement play there by Farah Hudzic. Whelan pulls up, big three. Just can't connect with it. Things getting very spicy here, Graham.
This is really tasty. Saturday night.
And a big time three by Ricky McGill, making it a 5-point lead to the Eagles.
Yeah, that is wonderful play. Great response. These two top teams at the top of their game.
On Buttrick, Whelan's got to make this one. 3 is up. Yeah, just not dropping it for Patrick Whelan. Eagles looking to extend this one. Green down the middle. Trying to connect with it, can't get it. Now Gladiators have numbers. He's going to go himself. He just can't finish it. Sloppy basketball from Caledonia. The referee got in the way. Green's going to go up. Gets rejected. Oh, what a block shot. Now can Caledonia get something?
This is unbelievable. High-octane basketball. Debosny loses it as well. Just crazy basketball. Trading blows here, Josh. Amazing.
Got by Defoe. Finds Whelan. Buttrick got to make this one. 3 is up. Finally, Caledonia get a response.
Yeah, they're two bigs. Caledonia Gladiators, Buttrick and Ali Hudzic having a huge game. One mainly from beyond the arc, the other right at the hoop. And Gareth Murray and Caledonia Gladiators just hanging on to Newcastle Eagles.
Well, technical, I think, has been called against Taj Green, I believe. I think Green said something. So Green's going to have to lose the game. And just after Newcastle had the momentum, Caledonia lose a player. Green now has kind of lost his cool with Basel fans. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back momentarily. Here's another look at the instance, and you know, watch Prince almost said there's just no need. I mean, Graham, you get called unsportsmanlike for that, and he's an experienced player, professional, played in Europe. You can't do that, but then, you know, to culminate it, to top it off, he makes the biggest sin of all, the headbutt.
Yeah, he just cannot do that, and I said it at the time, there is a height difference, so maybe he needed to lean forward to have the conversation with Johnson, but he clearly does more than that. Unfortunately, the forehead goes into Johnson's face, so as soon as the contact's made, that's Onwas gone. Johnson gets the tech foul because he completely lost it and had to be picked up by Taj Green and marched away. And then I think Taj Green has got involved as well and potentially got himself a technical foul. So really, things on the edge here. We may be at the play sport arena, but the teams are not being playful.
Well, definitely so. I mean, we're under 3.5. Newcastle still leading by 2 points. They've been trying to break down against Buttrick, but almost lose the ball here. Well, nice pass by Will Neighbor. Unable to finish by Delpesh.
Ali Hodgson just doing enough there. Nice bounce pass, but Eagles couldn't get it to go. Really physical game.
So the 49 rebounds between these two teams. Only one separates them. Caledonia looking to tie this one up. Bo's now trying to step through. Just didn't get enough on it. At the moment, Gladiators all out of sync on offense.
Yeah, Dubose just couldn't get a clean look, and he was determined to get the finish. Maybe just once he's done one move or maybe another head fake, just get shot of the ball, get it to somebody else, maybe he gets it back, but he was determined to get the finish.
He doesn't look too concerned at the moment, considering he is a player down, but you know, he's got a lot of things to think about, especially in their final game. They have to host Bilbao in the FIBA Europe Cup after losing to them 48 points. But you know, disappointingly, they lost the heads-to-head on the road against Anwil Włocławek in Poland. That game, either they hope that Sibiu defeats Anwil Włocławek, which is going to be tough, or they have to do the impossible, become the second British team to defeat a Spanish ACB team to qualify for the next round of the FIBA Europe Cup.
Yeah, well, I think London Lions are certainly leading the way in the FIBA Europe Cup, but you know, never say never. If they get a full house here, everybody absolutely on their game, maybe they can upset Bilbao, but first things first, they've got to get this game under control against the Eagles.
Oh, Johnson getting rejected. He's unable to come up with a loose ball. Too casual there, the three-pointer. Home crowd giving their feelings here to Jordan Johnson. Step back, deep three, got it, can't get it, excuse me. Another offensive board. Now they go to Neighbor. Neighbor in the corner, three is up, and it's good. 5-point lead restored here for the Eagles.
Yeah, good offensive rebound, extra possession, kick to the corner. Nothing but net for Neighbor.
2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Bose pulls up, and it's the first time you're going to see a rebound. I think we did see that one time in the Basketball Champions League, but Ali Hudson's got to go up with it. Just can't get it. Nothing falling here for the Gladiators. Good defense. Can they get something finally? After a bit of contact, he'll go to the free throw line. You can see the confidence really knocked out of Caledonia so far here in the third quarter.
Yeah, really assertive play by Neighbor. Knocks down the three and then makes it really tough for Ali Hodzic. He's a good matchup for Newcastle Eagles to have him against Farah Ali Hodzic. But in the end, he's had to really commit a heavy foul and be 2 shots incoming for the Gladiators. They're 5 down after being in control of this game. Josh, things have flipped on its head.
I think Jordan Johnson has just subbed out of the game. You can hear the reaction from the home crowd. Clearly becoming a fan favorite here in beautiful Scotland. Buttrick unable to make the free throw.
Fans have short memories. We were talking earlier, obviously, that he was at the Gladiators, 18 points a game. He averaged back in 21-22 season for the, as was Glasgow Rocks. So as soon as you put on an opposing top, you're fair game, and especially having seen what they've seen with Prince Onwas, who, as we've said, was in the wrong, but it's one of their own having to leave the game.
Well, you know what's interesting? When he left Glasgow Rocks, which is the current team Caledonia Gladiators, to go play in Germany, the team he played for in Germany was called the Gladiators.
Yes.
He can't get away from it, can he?
They're following him around, but it's another strong game for him, Jordan Johnson.
Well, Gladiators have only made 3 free throws here this evening. If you make all the ones they've missed, they'd be winning this game, but McGill can't get the follow-up. And in the end, Delpesh just in to save the day for the Eagles.
Yeah, great offensive rebound. No box out on the weak side.
Kovacic into the game now. Hasn't played so far in the second half. Buttrick had the 3, goes in with the unorthodox move. At the moment, you can see here a lot of anxiety in the offense of the Caledonia Gladiators.
Yeah, good defense by the Eagles again.
Oh, really? Excuse me, great defense there. Nowhere to go. McGill down the middle. Ali tries to throw the alley-oop, but Jovicic unable to secure the ball. It's going to be a reset of the 14 for the Caledonia Gladiators. And I think what Patrick Whelan is saying, why was that not a 24-second violation? Because he felt personally that they didn't have full possession of it.
Yeah, it's I think the referee's explaining to Whelan. This is what they got to do to get themselves out of this hole. Great play by Fraser Malcolm.
Well, I think the referee's going to talk this out, because I think Patrick Whelan's right. I think that should have been a 24-second violation. Because you think about it, Jovicic didn't have full control of the ball. So I think this is going to go back to Caledonia. Oh no, they've reset it. Okay, fine. They've stuck to their guns. Okay. 10 here on the shot clock now. McGill looking to isolate. Pulls up. Hail Mary 3, can't get it. This time Jovicic able to grab the rebound. Hodzic trying to make the post move.
Yeah.
This ball still falls to the Gladiators. Ali Hodzic goes up, gets rejected. Well, both of them fight over the rebounds. Newcastle have numbers. Final seconds here in the third quarter. They can dribble this down here for the final shot. They have the lead by 6. Lions have a foul to give. That's why Jovicic was able to commit that one in half court.
Yeah, smart play. They've only committed 1 foul until that point, 2 now, so they've got a couple to give. But again, Ali Hodzic there, he didn't fancy the short corner jump shot, and then he's tried to create a post move that wasn't quite there, Josh. So just going to have a reset going into the full third far right, Ali Hodzic.
Just tough things down. McGill trying to go down the defense, puts up the floater, can't get it. Basel fans, it is a 6-point lead, and a big turnaround here for the Newcastle Eagles in the third quarter as they lead 60-54 against the Caledonia Gladiators. Well, we will be back for the fourth quarter momentarily as we take a short break. again, he's been a man, the talking point in this game, both on the floor, but also involved in that slight bit of altercation, which, you know, in fairness, he was in the right because Prince Almost, we saw, you know, pulled his jersey back, then made the headbutt. But, you know, Jordan Johnson doing what he did last night, playing good basketball here for the Eagles.
Yeah, he's having another big game, 19 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Just needs to keep his calm, as to all the players here.
Finds Ali Hodges, goes up, count it! Big man Farrow going to the free throw line for the three-point play.
Yeah, I love the fact they go back to Ali Hodges. The spacing is perfect. It's another pick and dive to the basket. He catches it. Lovely pass from Jovicic, and he grabs it, steps around Whiteley, and pops it over the front of the rim. So keep going to the big fella, keep feeding him, give it to him in rhythm, good things will happen.
So this is where I got disappointed with the former coaching staff at London Lions when they had him playing in 2020-21. You know, he's not the foundation big man who you can throw the ball in the post and, you know, ask him to go one-on-one, back down, make the moves. But what Farrah Ali Hodges will give you is relentless ball screens, diving in, but he also gets in the right place with dish shots. He's a workhorse. He's tough as nails.
Yeah, exactly. And I think he just needs confidence, and Gareth Murray really likes having him on the floor. They've signed into he came in January last season. They've got him for this year and for the following season. So he spoke with him earlier today. He really likes him, family man, and just every day comes into practice, works hard, and they very much like his values. They like his experience around Europe, and they want him to be a big part of this franchise for the next couple of years at least.
9:41 to go here in the fourth quarter as we get things back underway. Eagles had the momentum, of course, since the departure of Prince Almost due to the altercation with Jordan Johnson. And it was interesting because, you know, my first assumption was that maybe something was said by Johnson, but you can clearly see Johnson clearly didn't do anything. But basketball fans, we'd like to apologize for the current technical difficulty that we are facing. The shot clock just deciding to snooze at the wrong time during a great game.
Yeah, we don't want things to get the players out of their routine and their rhythm, because they've been giving us a fantastic game.
Home crowd giving a warm reception to their former player. Eagles going to a dribble handoff. Now it's going to culminate with a ball screen. Neighbor made his last three that leave him wide open again. Big mistake defensively for the Gladiators.
Yeah, Neighbor, who formerly played at the Cheshire Phoenix, just again wide open, and no one's got out to him. That's another three-pointer, and he's causing all sorts of issues for the Caledonia Gladiators.
Patrick had the three, pulls up from 15, the shot is up, no good. Going down to Farrah Ali Hodges, trying to spin out here against Delpesh. Tough move by Farrah, but get another offensive board, another trip to the free throw line. But yeah, you can see for Farrah, this is what I mean about being a workhorse, because that's not his game. He's not a back down post player, but you got to love the fact he is trying to go to that option.
Yeah, he's trying to spin it. That's 2 or 3 times now he's tried to catch the ball to spin baseline, but Delpesh or whoever Newcastle Eagles have had on him, Neighbor, have been able to keep within foot speed. It's when he dives to the basket and uses his really high IQ where he can get away from his defense, get the ball exactly where he wants it, and he's getting a shooter's roll as well.
Just gets the magic touch on the first free throw. 6-point lead still to the Eagles. Of course, a big week coming up here for Scottish basketball and for the British Basketball League, as you know, they will be hosting the mighty Bilbao of the Spanish ACB. Makes them both.
Yeah, it's just fabulous to talk about these teams and say that they are going to be going up against these great powerhouses of European basketball. And they've had some super games, as have Newcastle and Bristol in that European North League as well. Things are really looking up for British Basketball League, and people are taking note and sitting up and paying attention to what's happening.
Johnson finding Neighbor. Neighbor's made his last 2 threes. One's way off the mark. Wheeler going behind the back. Can he get something here and cut this down to potentially a 1-possession ball game? Trying to find an opening. Got it by Delpesh now. Yeah, he went for the three-point. It's just so predictable. There's no need to rush anything, kid. Try to Wear down the defense. Home crowd still haven't let any feelings go here towards Johnson. There's the alley-oop, and again, just can't connect with it.
Yeah, just a little bit out of sync on the alley-oop throw there. Good defense, rebound by Buttrick by the Caledonia Gladiators.
Well, another deep one is up, and Jovicic, again, the man from Serbia, making it now officially a 2-point ball game. Big three for the Gladiators.
Yeah, he's another really key piece. European player, continental player, can knock down the three.
Oh, Johnson just responding and rubbing it in the faces of these Caledonia Gladiator fans.
Wow, that's just unbelievable. They haven't even been able to enjoy Jovicic's three, and Johnson straight down the other end, all alone.
Pulls off at a long two-pointer. Again, luckily falling into the hands of Patrick Whelan. Really crossing over. Buttrick, three in the corner. This one's up. Just can't get it. Whitfield secures a rebound. 5-point lead to the Eagles. Johnson baseline finds Ward Hibbett. He'll fire the three up. This one's up, and again, no good. It's breathtaking action between these two teams.
Yeah, it's an outstanding game. He's had everything. Just the three there a bit long for Ward Hibbett.
Well, Whelan's getting a call for the offensive foul. You can see right now, Whelan just doesn't seem like his usual self here in this game, Graham.
Yeah, he started, you could see, as he's starting to drive to the basket, and Johnson's just waiting for him. The only key thing there was his feet inside the charge circle. The referees say no. But that's the three-pointer. That's beautiful off the dribble and the high screen there. But straight away, Johnson, look at Will Neighbour, just causing some confusion with the screen. And Johnson says, well, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to make it. That's slightly worrying for Whelan. I hope he's okay, because he just seemed to lose his balance there as Johnson took the charge.
Johnson just leaving the game momentarily. We will see him back at some point. McGill playing point guard here for the Eagles. With Whitfield in the backcourt and Josh Ward Hibbett. Taj Green also coming back in. McGill penetrates, goes up, gets swatted. Pesh unable to get the putback, but Whitfield left wide open. He fires up, and again it's becoming a three-point shootout from the Newcastle Eagles. 8-point lead.
Yeah, it's just another fantastic drive to the basket. The Caledonia Gladiators just cannot deal with it.
And the 10 here for Patrick Whelan. Nowhere to go now. To find Clifton Moore. He's going to go with this one. Yeah, big time. And one for Clifton Moore Jr. That was a scramble. Like, Gray, that was something out of nothing.
Yeah, super pass from Whelan. Of course, it was Whelan in a previous big win for Gladiators here, where he didn't shoot the three and gave it to Clifton Moore for the game winner. This time, bounce pass. There was a lot of defensive players on the scene, but it somehow got through, and a tough left-hand finish for Clifton Moore.
Well, if he makes his free throw, we'll go back to a 5-point ball game. Able to convert it. These fans not giving up any hope here. Gill running circles around the defense. Newcastle's been on fire so far. Del Pesh to turn around. Nice seal off and a good jump hook.
Yeah, good recognition. The defense was on his left shoulder, so he just turned towards the baseline, elevated. Great touch for the mid-range jump shot.
Penetrated, again, throwing it right away. Just uncharacteristic play here from Patrick Whelan.
Yeah, Newcastle Eagles cut off the angles there. Nowhere to go for the Gladiators.
Finds Ward Hibbett. This would be huge in the corner. Just can't get it again. Both Green and Del Pesh decide to fight over the rebound. Neither of them ended up coming up with it. And the Gladiators get another chance with 5:07. Right now's the belief, the confidence in Gladiators offense. Now putting Jovicic as the playmaker. Really crosses over, finds Jovicic, spots up, three is up, no good. It's just gone that way here for Caledonia in the fourth quarter.
That's as wide open as he's going to look. He just had to step into it as the pass came out from Whelan. Couldn't get it to go.
McGill penetrates, goes up, and again, Ricky McGill just taking Jovicic to school in that one. Well, Basel fans, we have 4:29 to go here in the fourth quarter. Short break. We'll be back momentarily. Well, Graham, it's now a 9-point lead here to Newcastle Eagles. They've been able to turn this game around completely, but it almost seems like it was, all over when Prince almost left the game when he got ejected.
Yeah, things have really completely turned around in the favour of Newcastle Eagles now, and their three-point shooting has been outstanding.
Well, another turnover. Clifton Moore unable to keep this one alive, and Gladiators kind of reminds me of Bristol Flyers yesterday against the Manchester Giants. You don't know where the offense is going to come from. Everyone looks like they've lost their confidence.
Yeah, really nervy catch there from Clifton Moore. Unlike the basket that he just scored when he finished with his left hand, just got to gather that in and go up strong. Really unfortunate for the Gladiators, turning it over before they had any look or any chance of a good offense.
McGill penetrates, goes up, just can't get it. 4 minutes to go, trailer by 9. Big game this week in the FIBA Europe Cup against Bilbao. Liza pick and pop, and again, had a hand in his face. Wasn't exactly the highest percentage look.
Yeah, he just feels he's got to try and take that shot, Eliza.
The foul's going to be called on the ground. That's the second team foul against Caledonia. For him to think about, of course, because we mentioned they have almost mission impossible on Wednesday after losing the head-to-head against Anwil Włocławek, and right now this is inspiring a lot of confidence going into that big European game.
Yeah, they're just trying to find a formula, and whoever's on big-wise. I mean, they've got young Clifton Moore in the game, or he was in. They've just got to have players that are able to step up and get the job done.
To go baseline, puts up a little floater, and again a little circus shot coming from Josh Ward-Hibbett. Now it is an 11-point ball game. Biggest lead of the game here for the Eagles.
Yeah, super move from Ward-Hibbett. Just attacked early before the defense could adjust.
Goes in Warner's hands, under 10 on the shot clock, just over 3 minutes. Seems like they're running out of ideas. Beliza's got to make this three. And one! It's going to go to the free throw line for a 4-point play. Big time three by Beliza, and maybe a little heat check there for Taj Green by the man from the Czech Republic.
Yeah, he's got good size at 6'6", Beliza, and he just caught that nice high release. Taj Green fouls him on the elbow as he shoots. the ball, and they've got to take a chance, and his feet are set, and it's a quick release. Taj Green too late on the closeout.
I mean, it looks like at the moment, no player on the Caledonia Gladiators wants the ball in their hands. Everybody looks nervous. But again, you bail them out here with a potential 4-point play. Could this be a little bit of confidence they need with 3:03 to go here in the fourth quarter if they make this a 7-point ball game? Converts a free throw. Well, it was all celebrations, jubilation when they defeated Anvil Botswana here at home. Since then, it's been a bit of a rough road. Again, they're going to turn it over. Here's a chance to get back in this. Market here would be monumental. Whelan going up, finishing under pressure, not getting the and one. Now it's a 5-point ball game with 2:43 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, again, early attack from Whelan. Good decision not to question the call.
Well, again, Graham, you know, the one thing that's turned this game around, though, has been the perimeter shooting from Newcastle Eagles. I mean, what is it? 6 3-pointers here so far?
Yeah, but there were two 3-pointers in the first half and then 8 in this second half, and they've just kept pouring them in. Whether it's Will Neighbour, extra pass Neighbour in the corner there, he's made one at the top as well, and a third one on top of that. So it's just sharing the workload from behind the arc. There's the pick and pop, catches, squares up in rhythm, no one gets out to him, and then Johnson. This was after a Caledonia Gladiators 3. Johnson just says, I can do this as well, and then a catch and shoot from Whiteley as well. So they're just in flow, confident, and Caledonia Gladiators haven't been able to react.
Well, Newcastle don't have any more fouls to give, so Mark Studer promising his players, number one, take care of the ball, but number two, get back on defense, because now it's a bit of momentum, a 6-0 run here for Caledonia.
Yeah, you've got to get the right players involved. Palaisa, elite shooter, 4-point play, and then Whelan getting his breath back. Or he looked slightly off when he committed the charge foul against Johnson. This time straight to the basket, thought he was fouled, scored the 2. So get the ball in the hands of your best decision makers. Dubose, Palaisa, Whelan. Get Ali Hodsitz in the right position if he's on the floor as well, so he can cause some havoc underneath.
Over 2.5 to go, 5-point lead to Newcastle. Well, again, Ali Hodsitz getting the steal. Another turnover here for the Newcastle Eagles.
Well, Ali Hodsitz showing another element of his game, just being a total team player, steps out on the pick and roll and didn't retreat back to his big. He just kept on the pressure on the ball hand. A really nice job by the Gladiators and Ali Hodsitz.
Turnover of the game for the Eagles. And the moment happening here at the wrong moments. Oh, Hail Mary through. Are you kidding me? 2-point ball game. They went down by 11 points less than a minute ago.
This is unreal. Again, Ali Hodsitz with the screen. Dubose goes left, in rhythm, knocks it down. Get your best players making decisions.
Foul has been committed. Better play by Ricky McGill. What this will do now is these free throws just calm the nerves down, but Dubose was a bit of a careless play there because Del Pesh, try to show him recover, but you don't just step away and give him a wide open 3-pointer.
No, you don't have to go back to your big. You can stay out, and then the guard will have to guard the big. But the first thing was there, Dubose is a 3-point threat. You've got to get your hand up in his face there. Dubose made him pay.
Well, McGill, traditionally a very good free throw shooter, can put this back to a 4-point lead for the Newcastle Eagles. Spent some time playing in Estonia after leaving the British Basketball League in 2021. Made a real big impact in that year. He played in the lockdown, excuse me. Well, tipped out. I think the Eagles fans to realize that once the ball touches the rim and it ends up, it's fair play at that point.
Yeah, great job by Ali Hodsitz there, saving Caledonia Gladiators 1 point there.
3-point ball game. Dubose with the ball in his hands. Hesitates. Kicks out. Well, Whelan, he tries to go in. Just can't finish it. Again, Patrick Whelan, his strongest line half cost the Eagles. Pulls up and Ricky McGill. Now it's a 5-point ball game.
Yeah, great 2-on-1. Perfect pass between Johnson and McGill. They're the two players you don't want to see bearing down on the basket if you're Ali Hodsitz.
Gladiators need something here. Buttrick pulls up. 3 is up, that's no good. Well, they got within 2 points. 2 poor offenses from the Gladiators, but credit the Eagles with good defense.
Yeah, they've adjusted. They've not let Dubose get any airspace. They've chased him off to make him pass to some other player. Buttrick this time to make the shot.
Johnson trying to wind the clock down. Thinking about going for that 3. There's a penetration. They're gonna call the foul against Dubose. We'll have to see the replay of that one.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate because he played great defense from Johnson, forced him into a really tough shot, fading away. And he's tried to reach in, then he's challenged the shot.
The landing area, that's why.
Don't foul the jump shooter, and Dubose for all the great plays he's undertaken tonight. That's an unfortunate foul against him.
Well, we've got a timeout now. These 2 teams are going to have a little talk, but when we come back, Newcastle will have 2 free throws, but yeah, it's almost like that penetration by Patrick Whelan, the missed attempt. You can see there the next offense, Caledonia, it's almost like they're running out of ideas. It's almost like the anxiety was on and the fatigue was on their side.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate for Whelan. It's a shot that he'd normally make, but again, the help defense was there. Just caused him to fumble the ball slightly as he attacked the basket and wasn't able to get it to go, and Gladiators weren't able to pick up the offensive rebound.
Well, again, Basel fans, more games to come tomorrow. Manchester Giants will be hosting the London Lions. That'll be at 3 p.m. on the official YouTube platform. You can watch here on the British Basketball. The final game, we'll see Surrey Scorchers. Can they make a little bit of momentum more with 3 victories on the road? But they'll have to do it away at Ellesmere Port against the Cheshire Phoenix. Exciting times for the Surrey Scorchers.
It is, and what a team to go up against with Cheshire Phoenix. Their big 3 are back together with Jack Ridu and Aaron Rye, just playing superb basketball. If Scorchers get it done up there, then they've got to be looked at as serious contenders to make the playoffs. That would be one heck of a showdown. And Manchester Giants London managed to run them close last time. Can down at the Copper Box, can they do the same up in Manchester?
Well, big free throws now here for Jordan Johnson. Makes the first one. Well, 59.7 seconds left. He can make this a 7-point ball game if he makes this free throw. Gets it to drop. Well, Caledonia's got to get something quick here. They're going to need to get a quick stop on defense. Well, they're going to turn it over, and it's just been uncharacteristic. Well, Whitfield's going to go up and lay this one up. And Graham, I got to tell you right now, Newcastle are going to go back-to-back victories. I got to ask you, who's been your player of the game?
Well, he was awesome last night against the Plymouth City Patriots, and he's been awesome again, even more so on the back-to-back. It's Jordan Johnson. He's just been superb.
Foul has been committed by Patrick Whelan.
.24 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, and he was also involved in the altercation with Prince Onwas. Which ended up with Prince Onwas being ejected.
Well, this is interesting because Newcastle, a milestone they could take from tonight. This will be the first time they've won back-to-back victories in the league, in the British Basketball League.
Yeah, but it's showing they're getting some consistency. They're getting some high-level play from a lot of different players. But when you've got a Jordan Johnson who wants the limelight, he wants the ball, and you've got McGill, they've got Larry Austin Jr. out tonight, so it just shows how strong they are.
Well, offensive fouls will be called against Farley Hodzic, and you know they were within 2 points. And it just became a complete capitulation as usual for Gladiators in this game. Just haven't been able to keep their heads, have they?
No, it's on the back of Onwas going. I think things have really gone a little bit west for them, and Newcastle Eagles have made the absolute most of it.
It's going to be a sideline ball with 14.7 seconds left. Things looking good on the tune. Oh, for Gladiators, where next? Well, here at home, Bilbao, they'll be in town.
Yeah, the game's coming thick and fast for these teams in Europe for sure.
This is going to be the first home defeat here in the league for Caledonia Gladiators. Whitfield takes the final three, can't get it. Basel fans, we'd like to say thank you for joining us. But in the end, Newcastle leave with a 9-point victory. And Jordan Johnson is going to enjoy every moment of this. Because earlier tonight, he was involved, I'd say anything, his innocence in that altercation with Prince Almost, but 3 assists away and 6 rebounds from a triple-double.
Yeah, he's just had an outstanding weekend of basketball. Back home at Newcastle last night against the Patriots, MVP. Travels up to Glasgow to the Play Sport Arena, and very next night, MVP again. Just total dominance and great play from Jordan Johnson.
Well, again, a huge motivation for that man, because he was under a bit of pressure last season. They had a very, very tumultuous year, just narrowly making it to the playoffs. He's brought in a new team. It's been a roller coaster ride for them in the league. With 2 victories in a row, it's something this team can build. And look at that right there. We're talking about the most successful team with arguably one of the greatest fan bases that we have seen in the history of British basketball. Congratulations to the Newcastle Eagles. Look what it means to them, Graham.
Yeah, it's just a huge victory, massive weekend for them, and it really galvanizes this group that they can do it as a team. They've got Johnson, they've got McGill, Larry Austin to come back, but they had some big performances across the board, and Defoe and Delpesh, they had a tough game against Ali Hodzic and Butteritz, but they kept going, kept pushing, and in the end, they get the job done.
Away the lads, Toon, Black White Army. Eagles are soaring. You gotta love this fan base. Well, first ever trophy as the Newcastle Eagles was back in 2005, the most successful team. But Graham, it's time for us to break this game down as we look at the statistics from this Newcastle Eagles victory. And I gotta tell you, 3-point shooting definitely was a big factor for the Eagles.
Yeah, 10 3-pointers in the second half, only 2 in the first. Massive turnaround. Assists were similar, rebounds similar. 10 of 26 and 10 of 30, so both teams both made 10. 18 of 49, 20 of 45 for the Eagles, 2 more 2-pointers. It was really close, and then just those last 5-6 minutes the Eagles pulled away.
Well, again, it's time for us to reflect on the results and upcoming fixtures this week here in the British Basketball League. And, we had 3 games on Friday in which we saw Sheffield win at home against the Riders. The Flyers disappointingly losing against the Giants, but also losing again today against the Scorchers. While Newcastle, their first ever time this season with back-to-back victories. Tomorrow, doubleheader, Manchester Giants will be hosting the London Lions, while Cheshire Phoenix will be hosting Surrey Scorchers, who will be looking for their 3rd consecutive victory. Well, here are your standings in the league. Caledonia had a chance to go 2nd place this evening, but that's not the case. Newcastle Eagles soaring up the British Basketball League with 7 victories and a phenomenal victory for Mark Studel and his players. Things looking very good this season in the 23-24 British Basketball League. Graham, I got to tell you, I was certain Caledonia would win, but Newcastle, they proved me wrong.
Yeah, they've come in, no issues at all from the game last night. They were just full on. First quarter for sure, Caledonia Gladiators in charge. But once the Eagles started to get going, and also Prince Almost got ejected, really unfortunate for the Gladiators, Newcastle Eagles took over. Great win, really enjoyed the game.
Of course, a very sad moment for British basketball as we have lost, a very influential and very, monumental person who, we must pay our respect and homage to right now, Graham.
Yeah, Ken Nottage, unfortunately, has passed away. Big connections with the Northeast, with Sunderland and Newcastle Eagles. He was a great player. I used to love watching him play way back in the day, 1991-92 season. He was the leading scorer in the British Basketball League. He'd be sorely missed not only by the basketball community, but also Gloucester Rugby, where he was managing director. He was also director at Newcastle Eagles.
Well, of course, our thoughts and prayers do go to the family of Ken Nottage. Ken, gone but never will be forgotten. Thank you for all the beautiful memories and everything you've done for British basketball. And for this game as well, basketball fans, we thank you for joining us. I'm Josh Bett, he's Graham Hiscock, and we'll see you for more games tomorrow.